Oh Dan, look who it is, it's me. Oh, I bet you were thinking something like you might not see me for a while, but here I am, having videos with you. Yeah, it's been crazy. New Zealand's crazy. I did lots of stuff there, it was nuts. I'm sure you may have looked at my sweet-ass album that I left on the Facebook. It's about a quarter of the pictures that we took. We took about 800. We got this plate. Portia's grandma gave us this plate to like remember her by, so I bought this little easel for it. And guess what? It doubles as a phone holder for this kind of stuff. So I hope you can see me because I don't have one of them fancy iPhones. You have a good beard. Your beard is good. As soon as I saw it, I was like, damn, that's a good beard. I like that's a thing for you for vacation. Olive is adorable. I can't believe she carried like a quarter cup of water back at a time to pour into a little sandcastle thing. I agree with you about eating on vacation. I totally did that a lot. Like, I made a point to like not eat anything that I could get in America. Like everything that I ate in New Zealand was, you know, something new, and that was excellent. Drinking on vacation. This one time, the last time I was at my parents' house, I pretty much drank the entire time. This one time I woke up, and they were like, oh, let's go to lunch, and I was like, cool. And we went to this Mexican place, and I had 2 beers at lunch, and then we went home, and my mom was like, oh, I'm making chicken cacciatore for dinner, and I only used, you know, 1/8 of a cup of this bottle of wine, and I was like, cool, I'll drink the rest of it. I drank the rest of it, and then after dinner, I proceeded to drink like a half a bottle of scotch, and I woke up the next day, and I was like, how did I ingest that much booze with my face? But it was good. So I know what that's like. Let's go on an adventure through my apartment. 5 favorite things. I'm gonna change this. I'll change that one. No, I'll change that one. My top favorite things about New Zealand, in no particular order, are their money. Here is a thing of their money. Some money that we have left over. Focus. It's awesome because it's like fucking made of plastic or something. Like it's not even like fabric or paper. The queens on all of them, those are in fact see-through plastic things that, I don't know if you can see it, but it says 20, like that little blurry spot that it won't really focus on. It says 20 actually. Too close. Fucking whatever, I guess. That fern is also see-through plastic. Got sweet shit on the back. They're actually like different sizes from each other, so like if you're blind or something, maybe you would be able to tell the difference instead of having to just guess. Like yeah, that's the difference between the 5 and the 20. They only have like $5 notes, like that's the smallest they go, and then they have $1 and $2 coins, and then they have 50-cent pieces, 20-cent pieces, and 10-cent pieces. They don't have pennies or nickels. And when you go to the store, everything is just rounded up or down to the nearest 10 cents, which is fucking cool as balls, if you ask me. Number 2 is bakeries. The bakeries are awesome because they're not like U.S. bakeries where it's like bagels or donuts or something. Like you walk in and it's like 100 different kinds of sandwiches, like different kinds of loaves of bread, like every kind of donut, like every cheesecake, and like our favorite sausage rolls and meat pies. Like think chicken pot pie, but different with different fillings. I had a mincemeat pie, I had a lamb pie, I had a steak pie. They were all so good. I'm surprised mincemeat was so good, actually. The sausage rolls are great. When Portia described them, I thought they were like pigs in a blanket, but they were like ground pork sausage in like a flaky pastry crust. All the pastry there is like way wicked flaky too. It's amazing. It's incredible. So yeah, I ate sausage roll fucking like every day, and like the place we were staying at was right, like literally a stone's throw from this bakery. So we ate there like every goddamn day. Number 3, which used to be, I don't know, 3 is still sheep. 3 is the sheep. They're everywhere. They're like think of how we have cows around here. There's that much sheep and no cows. Let's see if I can demonstrate this. There's gonna be no way. What if I? Maybe. My 4th favorite thing was that I just wore fucking V-necks the entire time. I have let's see. I have 12 shirts that are just plain colored V-neck t-shirts, and that's literally all that I packed and brought and wore, was just a dozen of the same t-shirt. So I think those are so sweet. I don't know why I think that's so funny and clever, but it's totally one of my things. And last but not least, probably the thing I was most excited for, which seems kind of lame in retrospect, is my travel wallet. There's this guy, and looking like this, and then inside here you keep credit cards and your boarding passes and stuff. So I don't carry my social security card with me. This is just where I keep safe things now. But it's like passport, and then ID and credit cards, and then boarding passes and shit. And it's in one fancy little fucking thing. You just get to carry around with you, got him everywhere. And I loved it so much. I just got 1,000 boners when I finally bought one. And it's totally worth it. And amazing. Oh look, my reloading press. That's finally all set up, that I will definitely make a movie. Definitely make a movie about that. So those are my top 5 favorite things about my vacation to New Zealand. Let's see what other things I was going to say to you. Where did I put that piece of paper? Did I leave it in the room? I think I left it in the room. Well, you're getting a nice little tour of my thankfully clean house. Well, the trip itself is pretty sweet. As I'm sure you saw if you looked at the album on Facebook, Qantas Air gave us all kinds of fucking booze. Well, me, because Portia didn't. She poured really cool bottles of wine, but yeah, whatever. Let's see, all that. Yeah, it was pretty good. It took us one way a total of 24 hours to get from our house to where we were staying in New Zealand. So that was kind of a pain, but whatever, it wasn't too tough. It was cool because once we got to on the way there, once we got to Los Angeles, we could just sleep on the plane, because that was a 11-hour plane ride or something, or 12 or something. And that was nice, because by the time we got on the flight, it was 2 a.m. Eastern time. This one time I Skyped my parents, and it was 2:30 in the morning, and they were like, TJ, no, it's fine, what's going on? It was really cool. We did a lot of stuff, we did all kinds of stuff, and we didn't even do all of it. We saw all of Portia's friends. I met all of her family, and they all liked me. Express, lol. We saw all kinds of scenery. We went to is it Ringitoto? Ringitoto is the volcano, and we went to Rotorua, and saw like some natural springs and boiling mud and stuff. That was really neat. It smelled like sulfur. We went in Auckland. We climbed a few hills that are like all volcanoes, and I figured out how to do image stitching. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's where you take 20 billion pictures from like the same position, and then you put it into a program, and it like makes a composite image of them. And I put a few of those in the Facebook gallery too, because I'm really impressed with how sweet they turned out. And they're like nice, awesome, giant panoramic shots of, you know, the beautiful scenery. That was cool. The only real culture shock there was figuring out how to order things that I wanted at restaurants, and then their lack of... Okay. So first of all, I just wanted to order a cup of coffee, and that was awful because, well, I mean, it wasn't awful. Like, they had, all their coffee there was excellent, but it's all like coffee house coffee, like it's all espresso coffee. And like after like 4 days of trying to explain to people that I wanted either like a French press coffee or, you know, drip coffee or whatever, like I figured out that I just had to order a shot of espresso with some boiling water and then drink it like regular coffee. And they call it a long black. So, I mean, that was kind of weird, but, you know, whatever. Like, that was, you know, not a big deal. Also, what they call bacon there is more like what we call Canadian bacon. It's like kind of like little ham steak sort of things, but like really thin. So, I figured out almost halfway through that what we call bacon is called stripy bacon down there. So, if you ever go there, be sure to order stripy bacon, or ask for it or something. But yeah, and then this one time we were talking to some of our relatives, and they were just like, you know, kind of asking us about America and like how our lives are and stuff. And they were asking like, you know, about like they were like, oh, you live in the South, huh? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, isn't everyone like racist down there? And I was like, yeah, there's a lot of racism down there. And they were like, oh, so weird. And I'm like, right? Like, you know, and it was just such a great, strange concept that, like, you know, other people in the world, you know, don't even consider race to be a thing. And I mean, I guess it makes sense since, like, you know, the New Zealanders, like the white New Zealanders have never enslaved the natives there or something, you know, there's not that, like, you know, cultural divide or something. But like still, it was really cool. And then they were talking about how like one of the toughest, most popular rugby players or whatever used to wear like eyeliner and how like no one really cared. And I was like, so no one really, I was like homophobic down here? They're like, no, like whatever. And I was like, it was like the fucking sweetest thing. That's all I've got on this piece of paper. See if I can think of anything else. I feel bad for getting this to you so late. I know, I've just been kind of dragging my ass about it. We bought so much stuff. We bought like all kinds of souvenirs. Porsche also bought $75 worth of New Zealand food that you can't get in the States. And this little guy, this little kiwi bird buddy, he makes kiwi bird sounds. I saw one in real life. They get much bigger than that, and they only come out at night. And this guy is a sheep, and he makes sheepy sounds. Now, and we saw some giraffes at the zoo, and Portia got this, and then I immediately took it and went, bum, 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 bum. And she giggled a lot, and now that giraffe lives with us. So now I think I will leave you with one of the only videos that I took in New Zealand and show you a picture or a video of some sheeps. So I can't really think of a challenge. I'm just gonna, well, you still have to do your loop-doop thing, put some cashew butter on the baby, and explain his hoodie and stuff. Other than that, I'll see you around, Dan. Goodbye. I love you.